What is up, YouTube? Today we are back with another move tier list. Today is going to be up tilt. If you've missed all of the other moves I've done, which is most of them, you can get it in the card right up above for the playlist. But we are going to be doing up tilt in a vacuum, so not on any individual character. And I know people don't like the fact that I do that, but otherwise it's just going to be fast character, good move. And I don't like that, so I'd rather give the slow characters a chance to shine, and you can shine by becoming a member. Also, remember, I do lessons on Metafy, and you can join the channel for extra content in the Discord and all that, but let's get into it. Okay, so the couple of things that are going to be necessary in this tier list, if it's a kill move, safety, pushback, range, combo ability. And I know that most things aren't combo ability and also kill moves, but depending on the move, I will be weighing it more or less. So, first off is going to be Ness. Ness's up tilt is okay, a little disjointed, but it's not like a kill move, and it's also not really a combo move. It's usable, it's just most people would have an up air, or some move that would do the same thing but better. So I think Piranha Plant, wherever this character is, not really a combo move. And I'm saying combo move in terms of like how much hit stun there is relative to the end of the move. And Piranha Plants, as far as I'm aware, isn't really, it's intangible, which is nice because that's where the hitbox is. But I feel like it's like a big commitment. It just doesn't do, again, as good of a job as other things. It's not a really good combo move. It's not a kill move. So it's kind of just a like maybe kind of combos at low percents, but like that's about it. It still seems like weird to use. I think DDD's up tilt is at least a high tier up tilt. I feel like it's a similar one to one of these, except it's a kill move. It's not really a combo move at low percent, but it's a kill move. And kill moves are nice. Also, I'm pretty sure there's some head invincibility. Yeah, head intangible from 7 to 13, so it's basically just Piranha Plant's up tilt, but better. Killing is nice, right? Especially because when I do these vacuum tier lists, it's kind of just like, imagine like a character like Double from Skullgirls, where they gain the form of the other person's character. So like DDD's tall, which means that if he's hitting up tilts in the air, people are going to be dying earlier than if a short character has like the exact same strength of a killing up tilt, because they have to go less distance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, high tier up tilt. It's not crazy, but it's good. DK's up tilt actually has a couple of advantages in my opinion. I also think it's a high tier up tilt. I think it's still worse than DDD's probably, but it's like really big and sweeping, which is kind of nice. It has a good close body hitbox. It's also fast. It's frame 5. This is a very fast up tilt, and even though like the hitbox isn't that big, again, his entire arm is invincible, so it's an anti-air. I feel like people need to anti-air more, but then there's too many swords in the game. There's too many disjoints in this game. It hits the floor on both sides, which is nice, because you definitely want an up tilt that is omnidirectional, but it's nothing crazy. Maybe it's like here, and there's like there's characters between them. It's good. It's a good up tilt. It's a solid up tilt. Ike, in my opinion, is like an upper high tier up tilt. I think it's really, really good. It is a really forward disjointed up tilt, and obviously it's a sword. It's slow, which kind of sucks. But I think the fact, it first off is super strong. It lingers for 11 frames apparently. So it's a kill move that low profiles, that lingers for a long time, that is super disjointed. If the Ike has the read, someone jumping into you, just bah, up tilt. And not a lot of up tilts honestly can do that. Some can, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's less than you expect. Maybe I'm gonna change my mind when more up tilts get on this list. But for now, I think it's the best up tilt we've talked about. So I said that Ike's was the best up tilt we talked about, and now Shulk exists. So yeah, Shulk's up tilt is crazy. Dude, it hits so high without arts. It's still really strong. When you don't have your arts, it's weird because it isn't as strong or as comboable or as anything like that. Not on Shulk. I think it's like the top of high tier. It's, I think, literally the biggest up tilt in the game. Next up, we have Luigi. I think Luigi's up tilt is like a mediocre combo up tilt. I feel like it is a lot worse and a lot smaller than a lot of other up tilts. The move isn't particularly big. It doesn't have invincibility, apparently, according to the hitbox. So it's just it's a decent hitbox. It's fast. It's a good ground up tilt, but the thing is the ground up tilt doesn't have enough hit stun to really combo into a lot compared to some other up tilts we will get into. And then if you hit the super high up tilt, you kind of need Luigi's jumps to combo off of it, which are super, super high jumps. It combos into Luigi's up B, but how many other characters are going to have that? Granted, it's still a combo move, so it has a use, so it's automatically basically high tier because these aren't. The mid-tier up tilts don't really have a purpose except sometimes killing maybe. Whereas like Luigi's is a combo move, so it's already better. Maybe I'm wrong about this one. Maybe Luigi's just don't use it because Luigi has a billion other moves that are just better. Mii Sword Fighter up tilt. In my opinion, sword up tilts are kind of just good. I don't think there's a single sword up tilt that's a bad. It's still like, at the very least, like here. His up tilt is like not that fast. It's decently safe, especially if you get the back hit. It's gonna be -13. But as far as I remember, it like doesn't have enough hit stun to combo, so it's just kind of an awkward move. That's, again, it's the DK up tilt. I mean, it has a sword, sure, but a lot of other characters literally have disjointed moves when they're doing that, like DK's up tilt and Plant's up tilt. So like, they're all already disjointed for the most part. It's okay. It's okay. I don't even know how many bad up tilts there are, because up tilt is generally a pretty useful move, but I'm sure there are some, but like, this is definitely, it's not bad up tilt, it's just there are better ones. Ooh, the Belmonts. I'm not exactly sure where the Belmonts would go. It is a big move. It's frame 10, but like, it's literally a giant disjoint. It doesn't hit the ground, which is kind of an L. So like, it doesn't hit fast fall air dodges, which in my opinion is like really, really important. I'm gonna put it in mid tier. I feel like it's one of like these moves. It's bigger, so it's better as an anti-air, but again, if you're up tilting someone as they're landing on you, I want a kill move. Cause like this is like the I can anti-air you but do kind of nothing else tier, then it's like these are the up tilts that kill and or combo, and then these are the up tilts that are just used in neutral a lot, and then these are the ones that aren't. Speaking of which, let's just get it out of the way. I'm gonna do Ganondorf. This is the worst up tilt in the game, I think, by far. Like, actually by far. It has a wind box, which is weird. It's super laggy. You can roll through it, spot dodge through it. Kills really early, so it's a decent shield break punish, but also most characters don't need a shield break punish that is like a little bit stronger, except for like Sheik. So probably the worst up tilt in the game. It might be one worse, but it's probably Ganon. Bowser, ooh. Bowser is an interesting one. You wanna know why? That shit's broken. Bowser's up tilt is insanely good. It's like the best things of any of the moves we've talked about so far, but also it has tough guy, or like heavy armor, and it kills earlier than any of these. I'm pretty sure it at least kills as early as Ike's and Data Days, and it's huge. It's gigantic. It's so big. And it also hits the floor on both sides, so you can wait and air dodge it. It's such a good up tilt. Maybe it's like 6th or 7th. I'll get there when I get there. But I just think it's an absurd up tilt. I don't know who wouldn't want this up tilt unless that character specifically needs the up tilt for combos. Look how big this move is. Hits the floor, goes all the way up here, hits the floor, kills mad early. It's actually so good. It is like as good as Pyra up tilt or better. I think Cloud, it's okay. I don't think it's a crazy good move. I don't think it's a particularly good combo move. It doesn't have like a ton of hit stun, but it's frame 6, which is nice. Frame 6 to 9. So it doesn't hit the floor, which is kind of a big deal, but it's fast and it hits decently high. It's one of the juggle moves, but is it better than all of these? Is it better than DK's? I think it's like the same. It's probably here. It's probably here. I don't think it's better than this. Like, it's not, it's one of Cloud's worst moves. Random one, blue click somewhere, anyone. Mythra, okay, I guess we're doing Pyra Mythra. Mythra's up tilt is lower top tier. It's one of the same type of up tilt that we've been discussing, but it hits the floor and has like no total frames. Of all of these, this is a 26 total frame. 26 is Mythra's. It's so fast overall. Cloud's is 32, the 6 frames make a difference, and DK's is, I missed it, 38. So it's just so fast, and it's decently safe on shield, and it's a combo tool. So it's a combo tool, so it would automatically be high tier. And it's just fast. It's so fast, and the hitboxes of it are ridiculous. And again, this is the hitbox interpolation version, which is, by the way, this is why I want to talk about hitbox interpolation in a video, because this is kind of what hitboxes actually look like when they are lingering hitboxes, which is crazy. Super, super, super good. But, you know what's better? Pyra's. I'll put both of these in top tier for now, just for the sake of the list. I think combo moves are really important, but a kill move like this, that hits the floor, that shortens the way it does with the size of this move, I really don't know which one is better out of this and Bowser's, because this one is like low profile, but Bowser's has armor. I think I'm gonna put Bowser's above it still because it makes it an even better anti-air. In my opinion, this is the best actual sword up tilt. It's really, really good. It kills way too early. I don't know why it kills as early as it does. Peach's up tilt kind of sucks, actually. It's probably the worst up tilt we've talked about. I think it's just a worse version of Ness's. It's big and disjointed, which is nice. Same, except this move is frame 5 and has a ground hitbox, whereas this one doesn't have a ground hitbox and is frame 8 and kind of does the same thing and isn't a kill move. So it's probably the second worst up tilt we've talked about. Okay, yeah, no, fine, whatever. I'll do Snake. Probably here. So far. But it's at least somewhere here. Like, these are all kind of interchangeable depending on what you like. The hitbox is crazy, obviously. I think everyone knows Snake's up tilt is really big, even if it's not as good as it used to be. Like, it's just straight vertical. It hits behind when you're going into it because you're hitting his foot. It literally does not hit behind him. Like, you can't run behind Snake and get up tilted. Like, if he's not facing you, it's not gonna hit unless you're in the air falling on him, in which case, yeah, no shit. I mean, it's, I think, the best killing up tilt that isn't a gimmick move. From my brain, I'm like, oh, but you can just punish it. And I was like, well, you can punish like every up tilt in the game. Like, up tilt is generally not a safe move. Lucario in general, I do him at like 75, 80% aura. So it's frame 6, not safe, obviously. I feel like it has too much lag to combo. I don't think I've ever seen a Lucario do up tilt up air. Have I? I don't see Lucario's. Up tilt up air works? Okay. So it's like an okay combo tool. So it's this tier. Is this tier fair? Me Brawler's gonna be S tier, calling it now. Fuck yeah, baby, Me Brawler's up tilt's fucked up. It's probably the second best combo up tilt in the game. And it hits really low. I just want to talk about Me Brawler. Me Brawler is a good ass up tilt. It's frame 5. It hits platforms, it's an anti-air. He zooms, look at that zoom. This move is spammable. Why have a brain when you can just mash up tilt? It is almost as good as Smash 4 Mario up tilt. It scoops through platforms, it hits below. You can 2-frame with this move if it's a bad ledge grab. It would combo into like basically every up air in the game, and it would even combo into certain characters' stuff at like high percents. Like if Zero Suit had this up tilt, she'd be able to go up tilt into back air at like 110. Broken move, so good. Such a stupidly good move. It's up here for sure. Pichu. Pichu's up tilt is lower high tier. The problem is it's tiny. It's one of the smallest up tilts in the game, maybe the second smallest up tilt. It's so small. It's so small. Look at how small. But it's safe. It's like the safest up tilt we've talked about by far, especially because -10 is the first hitbox. So if you hit the -14, or sorry, the frame 14 hitbox, that'll be -3, but it's so small. And like being small is a detriment. Like it hit the floor, cool, but it's not an anti-air. So people can just swing, like if you know someone has Pichu up tilt, you just attack him. Okay, let's do Marth Lucina. As is customary in most of my move tier lists, Lucina's is better than Marth. It's solid, it's a kill move, they're both kill moves. But the problem is, Marth is hard to hit the tipper, unless you're specifically hitting the very, very ground hitbox, but also sometimes that whiffs anyway. So Lucina's is better, and it still kills pretty early, and it's a good move. They're good moves. They made Marth's easier to hit the tipper, and it's crazy that it still sucks. Insane. Palu's up tilt is interesting. So on Palu, in my opinion, it's pretty good because she has Nair up tilt. It's basically a lingering up tilt that kills. It's not the Pyra Bowser tier of killing. It doesn't quite hit the floor, which is a little hard. It's also super laggy and super minus. It's useful, but it's such a big commitment for things that people can just do like 3 times in the amount of time this takes. There's better up tilt kill moves, and there's better air dodge punishing up tilts. Puff's up tilt is incredibly mid. It's a kill move, which is cool. It's small. It's safe as f. Holy shit. Why is it so safe? Why is it -6? Still not good. it's still not a good up tilt, but I mean that helps. It's a kill move. It's apparently safe, but it's like small, so you're not really getting as much use off of it as you would expect, because it's not like you're not gonna anti-air with this move. Like you can, but it's not good. So I'll give it up. It's a little better than that. Charizard's up tilt is mid tier. It has a body hitbox. He kind of jumps. It doesn't hit the floor, which sucks, but it's a good anti-air. It's probably more like where it is. His wings aren't intangible. They literally don't have a hurt box. So yeah, it is intangible. Oh my God, no, they're not. Oh, why? I mean, that's still like disjointed, but that's not as disjointed as I thought. What the fuck? Ivysaur's up tilt is bad, actually. It's just down here. It's not really a combo move. It's really awkward. It's not disjointed. That move sucks. It's really weird also, but like, it's just not good. This is really bad. It's not a combo move. It's not anything. Squirtle's is way better. It's kind of like Pichu's, where it is small, but powerful. It's a hella good combo move, and it's safe as fuck for no reason. I remember getting mad at this. So it's frame 5, -8. It hits the floor, and it's a combo move, and it's so fast. It has 19 total frames, which means you can literally do 3 up tilts by the time Palu does 1 up tilt. So yeah, really good. I think this move's incredible. I mean, it's not like super disjointed, which is unfortunate. It is a little disjointed. Honestly, it's overlooked because Squirtle has so many other better things. Like Squirtle's F tilt is better than his up tilt, and his grab and his, you know, some of his aerials are better than up tilt, but I think up tilt's a really, really solid move. He's slow and small. Roy's up tilt is mid. I'll do Chroms too. I don't even know if I've ever seen a Sour Spot up tilt on Roy. Frame 6 doesn't hit the floor, which again is a negative. Like the lowest hitbox is that, so it doesn't hit a lot of fastball air dodges. It's okay. It's a kill move, which is nice, but it's not the best kill move. It's awkward to hit, but when it does hit, it's really good. I would say for both of them, obviously Roy's is, in my opinion, worse in this case. So I'd probably put, I wouldn't even put them there. Like they're okay. Like they're decently strong, especially Roy's sweet spot. But again, awkward to hit the sweet spot on this one because he like contorts his body weird. There is just way better up tilts. Pac-Man, this up tilt kind of sucks. It's tiny. I don't know why they did what they did to Pac-Man's up tilt. It's so small. Why? Like that looks fake. I don't think it's as big as this. I feel like this like never hits. T hits it, but that's because T is stupid and legend and so goddamn, he's incredible at this game, but I think this move sucks. You can just like do anything else. It just isn't worth it. Ridley's is definitely, I'm gonna say lower top tier. It's disjointed, it's decently safe, and it's a combo move. Is it top tier? I'm gonna say high tier. It does become a kill move. It's an okay combo move at low percents, because like the reason it's not a better combo move is because Ridley's aerials are all slow as shit. If you had a decent up air and not a frame 11 up air, like this move becomes a much better combo move. So it's somewhere between Shulk and Lucina. Wii Fit. It's like better than Pac-Man's, and that's about it. Up tilt is not good. I didn't expect me to say there are like that many mid up tilts, because it is frame 5 and it is invincible. It doesn't hit the floor, which sucks, but it's probably like here. It combos into itself at low percents, so like maybe it's like here, but it's not very good. Mr. Game & Watch. It's pretty bad. It is a combo move. It definitely is a combo move. It's -6, which is crazy. It's so slow. It doesn't really anti-air like you would expect it to, so it's not really an anti-air. The only way that I've seen people hit this move is if they like get a landing Game & Watch air into it, so it's like a drag down, and that's about it. This move's not good. So Duck Hunts is at least a combo move, but that move is tiny. So it's frame 7, it's kind of small. It's really particular. I don't like it that much. I mean, it is disjointed, but it's not like that disjointed. I don't know, it's okay. It's mediocre, but it's a combo move, so it's better than these at least. So it's like here, but it's not good. Greninja's up tilt is easily somewhere in high tier. It's like Pichu's up tilt that is less safe, but also is bigger. And bigger is nice. It's like a ridiculously good combo move. It's huge, it is a big disjoint. Like, look at that. There's no reason for it to be that fucking big. The move is so big that you do up tilt and then punish the landing. Unlike these, where like there's too much lag, but they can just cover a bunch of options. Like again, you don't see Greninjas use a lot, but that's because Greninja has a better down tilt and dash attack. Let's do Bayonetta. For now, I'm gonna put it in top tier. They buffed this move a billion times because it did not function correctly, and then they finally made it function correctly. And we still can't see it on Ultimate Frame Rate because she has so many goddamn moves that I have to move it. Pretty fast. Overall, 29 frames is very good. It's very plus on hit. It hits multiple times, it drags into itself. It's a great move. It's only hits in front, obviously, which means that it's not going to be as good as if something did this that was a multi-directional thing or an omnidirectional thing. At like 110, you have enough time to do dash backwards full hop back air, which is a long time, and Bayo's jumps suck. So you have enough time, you're plus like 18 to 20. It used to be like the worst, least functional move on her kit, and then they actually buffed it to like competency. Fox is definitely an interesting one because on Fox, it looks like the second best up tilt in the game. Off of Fox, it's just somewhere in top tier. You can't use it at 0 because it's not plus on hit. But also so is DK's, and you don't see DK's complain about it. Oh wait, you do, that's crazy. The most broken thing about it is the fastest up tilt in the game by a lot, which means that no matter what move, or multi-hit move, whatever you're doing, up tilts can parry it, or you can parry up tilt every single time. It's frame 3 and it combos. It has a weak hitbox that combos even later. At 25%, you just do up tilt into up tilt into up tilt into up tilt. There's nothing wrong with it, except it's not plus on hit at 0. But there's just nothing, like, it's really, really good, and frame 3 is ridiculous, but these I feel like are just more meta-defining, or would be more meta-defining on more characters. Lugus. Lugis's up tilt is somewhere in mid. It has a scoop hitbox, which is nice, but it's not really good anti-air. It's a decent move. It ends up being a kill move, which is kind of nice, but it's like nothing too special. I think Pit's up tilt is like low-key really good. I want to look at data to see if I'm just full of shit. Frame 6, hits in front, but this move combos 5 ever. But I just find this move to be a really, really good combo move. It's a great pairing move. It also has like almost no knockback growth, but it's a little small, so I'm gonna bump it lower, but like it's still pretty good. Wolf's up tilt is, I'm gonna say high tier. It's frame 7 and big. It's like a worse Snake up tilt, but Snake's up tilt is broken. Mii Gunner's up tilt is like actually pretty good. It's like a surprisingly fast and decent kill move. That shit's frame 5? Why? Can poke on platforms? Yeah, that move's pretty good. Let's go Mii Gunner. Sheik. Sheik's up tilt is somewhere like up here. The interesting thing about Sheik's up tilt, it is one of the only moves that jab locks on platforms from the floor. It's frame 5, it's not really invincible, and it's a combo move, but it's a very normal combo move. I feel like it's still useful. I don't know if it's just more useful on Sheik than other characters. It's definitely not a top tier up tilt, but I don't know how many other characters would benefit, because the thing is, when I look at like fast character up tilts, it's hard to say because I think of like slow character up tilts and I'm like, man, those up tilts but on fast characters would be ridiculous. But nothing is better on a slow character, so I'm like, oh, how useful would it be on other characters? You need to be like as fast as Sheik or have bouncing fish to like use it super well. So I think it's like okay. Pika, somewhere in top tier. Obviously, Pika is short, which means that it will hit on both sides on the floor. -7 on the front hit. It's really surprisingly disjointed. Like, it doesn't seem that disjointed, but I guess because Pika is so small, like I rarely get hit for trying to up tilt someone. It's a good whiff punish move, surprisingly, and it combos from low percents to very high percents. Pika doesn't even benefit as much from it as other characters would. Like, I know he has like Nair Loop and stuff like that, but Pika doesn't have a kill aerial, right? He doesn't really have a way to like up tilt and kill you. I feel like this move would hella combo into kills. I think it's probably here, maybe it's worse than Schultz. Probably there, I'll go there. Mario. Mario's up tilt is high tier. It's a worse Mii Brawler up tilt. It's really good for specific combos, but it doesn't hit the floor, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, this move in Smash 4. If it does hit, it's a really good combo move. If you can get someone like slightly above you or they're like short hopped and you're reading a short hop, just run up air or up tilt is really good. It can hit platforms. It's a solid combo move. It's not as good as it used to be, but I still think it's solid. Like, I still think it's perfectly solid. It's just not universally going to be good. So yeah, Joker's up tilt is like, okay. It's nothing crazy. Again, I don't consider Arsene, but it's frame 8. He yeets it into the sky. It's safe on shield on platform, unless someone's like perfect. It's kind of a combo move. Again, I think a lot of characters wouldn't be able to combo because they don't have as an amazing of a up air as Joker. I think it's still better than the mid-tier ones because it's kind of a combo move, but it's nothing crazy. Inklings, honestly, the Inkling up tilt buff, kind of nice. That move hits now. It's nothing crazy, but it's a decent move. I think it's better than a lot of these. Man, it's not better than Marth's. It's usable now. It used to be so bad, and now it's decent. Villager. This shit's a disjointed kill move. It's really good. Really, really, really strong. His head is entirely intangible, so it becomes a really good anti-air. And because it hits because it hits like the down here, it still hits the floor because Villager's really short. Probably worse than DDD's still, but like, it's pretty good. We do Falco next. Falco's up tilt is broken. It's probably the best up tilt we've talked about so far. Obviously, it is extra good on Falco because Falco has the best jumps in the game. So it's not as good in my list in a vacuum. It's one of the best anti-airs in the game. It hits the floor. It hits low behind him too. Like, not super low, but low enough. It combos into literally everything from 0 to like 200. It's not as good as it is on Falco on most characters, but in my opinion, it's still probably better than Mii Brawlers. Sonic's up tilt is an incredibly niche move, but it hits the floor and it's a combo move, but it's not really an anti-air. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but it's a solid combo. It's just like a worse Pit up tilt. With that, it's gonna be below Pit. Pit's over here. Sonic's is, it's okay. Hero's up tilt. It's a big sword up tilt. I think it's better than Lucina's, low key. It's a kill move. It's really big. This move is huge. Why? That is Little Mac. Little Mac's up tilt is fucking absurd. It's fast. It has trample, which means that moves can't beat it out if it's a ground move. It's a combo move. This move does like everything an up tilt needs to do. This is just a better version of Pika's up tilt. It's less disjointed, but also it has trample, so who gives a shit? Frame 4! Why? Zelda's is honestly super underrated in my opinion. I think this move is actually like really good. It's disjointed, it's sparkly, it's pretty, and it's a combo move. Pretty fast to frame 7. It can be -3 apparently. Cool. I think it's like one of the best comboing up tilts in the game. It also like doesn't have a lot of lag. There's only 10 frames between the hitbox and the end lag, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I think it's top tier. Terry! My gut tells me like here. Frame 7, invincible on hand. It's a decent combo move. It's a slightly invincible but kind of small up tilt, so it's like here. Min Min! Min Min's up tilt is upper mid tier. As a Min Min player, this move is very mid. It has so much lag. It's frame 5, which is really good, and it's invincible. It is so laggy. It's so slow that you will never ever combo off of it. So it's just an anti-air, which is fine, but it's not one of the best up tilts in the game. It's not even close. Incineroar, ooh. It's a very good combo move. Since it doesn't hit floor, it doesn't really cover fast fall air dodge, which in my opinion is really important for up tilts to do. It doesn't do that, but it does hit both sides. It's a decent anti-air, and it does hit tall characters trying to land. But I don't think it's like super broken. So it's in like the really Lucina tier. Sephiroth's up tilt is weird, because I think on Sephiroth, it's incredibly mid, because he has moves that already cover above him, and he has a bunch of crazy stuff. But look at this goddamn hitbox. If you were a normal character and you just go, that's super useful. Why is it arm and upper body intangible? Look at the size of it. Why does it need invincibility? No, why? Why? That doesn't make sense. That actually, to me, does not make sense. Being able to throw out a kill move like that is fucking insane. It's just Sephiroth's moves are so slow that if someone air dodges it, they can't punish it. But I feel like a large majority of characters would love this as a kill move. It is punishable. It doesn't have the same purpose of other up tilts, but who cares? Someone full hops, or they directionally air dodge towards the platform and just go, and it hits top Battlefield platform. Samus. This is an interesting one. My gut tells me top tier. The move is a super kill move, probably the second strongest horizontal killing up tilt behind Ganon. It's an off-tempo combo move that also is an anti-air. So it hits spot dodges, it hits platforms, it's great at ledge. It's awkward to use, and it's not a just spammable up tilt, so it's not Falco up tilt, it's not Little Mac up tilt, it's not any of those. So like you have to place it more carefully than a lot of these other up tilts. But wow, when it hits, it's crazy. Meta Knight. Ooh, Meta Knight's up tilt is, my gut tells me high tier. This shit combos 9 ever. That's longer than 8 ever, which is longer than 7 ever, which is longer than 6 ever, which is longer than 5 ever, which is longer than 4 ever. It doesn't combo 4 Meta Knight because his full hop sucks and his up air is tiny. But like a lot of characters would be able to combo with this move like very, very effectively because Meta Knight's stats suck. But it's the hitbox kind of sucks. So it's definitely not that high. Wario's up tilt is really good. Low key, if they did not nerf this move, it would be the second best up tilt in the game, if not still the best up tilt in the game. It still lingers for 8 frames, which is a long ass time. It's fast, it covers air dodge at the same time as making you air dodge, and it's big and it's hella disjointed. It's insanely good. They just took off like 8 frames or 9 frames from the lingering hitbox, but it's still insanely good, really solid combo move. It stops comboing at like 70, 80, unless you get the weak hit. But again, the weak hit is actually like easy to hit in my opinion. I don't know if it's better than Zelda. It's probably better than Zelda. It might be higher than this, I'm not sure. I'll have to like reorder the top tier because I need a fresh brain when thinking about all that stuff. Oh, Bowser Jr.'s up tilt is incredibly mid. I don't think it's particularly good. I don't think it scoops the floor, which is a problem. I lied, it scoops the floor, which is good because it's a fork, it should scoop. Why does he have a fork? What game does the fork come from? No origin? Okay. Cringe, therefore bad. It has so much lag that it's kind of hard to combo off of it. Like Bowser Jr., who has a good jump and a really fast up air, struggles to combo off of it until after like 45%. So a lot of other characters would struggle even more. So it's incredibly mid. It might be better than Plants. Isabelle. Up tilt is kind of broken. Isabelle's up tilt is like really good. It's frame 6. She's short, so it hits both sides, absolutely, and hits the floor. It's a crazy good anti-air. It can also be -8, which is very safe. It's disjointed, it's fast, it's decently safe, and it's a combo move. So what's the negative? This is like one of the only moves, in my opinion, that's like, oh yeah, this is just better than Villagers, because there aren't that many of them that in my opinion are better than Villagers. Up tilt is absolutely one of them. Bobby Wasabi fuming right now. Banjo and Kazooie. It's a kill move, so it's automatically gonna be high tier, but it's worse than Villagers. If this move scooped, it would legitimately be like a top 15 or 12 up tilt. So you can only use it as an anti-air, which means that people are just going to air dodge through it. It doesn't even linger that long. It's slow, but it's a kill move. Also, I lied, it's definitely not that fucking good. Ryu, I'm only gonna consider weak up tilt because that's the better one in my opinion. And with that, it's still only like low high tier. I don't actually think it's that plus on that's on Ryu though. I feel like a lot of other characters would have more benefit off of it. Because like Ryu at certain percents can get up tilt into up air, which isn't even a cancel, so it's just mashing, right? It's also -8 in frame 3, so I'm pretty sure that's me being an asshole. It's actually really good. Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon's up tilt low-key sucks. It's like not useful on the ground. It's not useful as an anti-air. The spike is barely useful because for some reason it's like you have to like combo it at like 70% or later. Like Falcon in particular can combo into up tilt, so like landing down air into up tilt is decent, but most characters wouldn't have that ability, so I'm ignoring it. So it's just like up tilt spike. It's like a good ledge jump call out. But again, I think Samus's is still better. Olimar. This move sucks. You know it's gotta be bad to be in that bottom tier. Like, it's so hard to be down there. Does it have a scoop hitbox? Kind of. It doesn't combo into anything. It's so laggy. Maybe for like some percentage it is, but like generally it's not going to combo. Most jabs or F tilts or anything like that would be better. I think it's a really bad move. I don't consider Luma in these. It's okay. If you're not considering Luma, it's like bad. Rosa's up tilt without Luma is like, it's really bad. I don't know why you would ever use this move if you don't have Luma, ever. It's frame 7, and like it has a little halo, and it's head intangible from 4 to 7, but it doesn't have a scoop hitbox, so it's just bad. It's so hard to hit. Again, Luma is what makes it good, is because it's frame 3 and combos into this. But again, just Rosa, not good. You know, for once, Robin's not gonna be that bad. Psych, that move is awful. It's really bad. It's a worse Bowser Jr. up tilt. How bad does your move have to be a worse Bowser Jr. up tilt? Bowser Jr. up tilt is not good, and it's a worse version of it. That's crazy. It's worse than Rose. No, it's better than Rose. It's way better than Rose's. Rose's is actually like bad. King K. Rool. I think this move is at least high tier. I think K. Rool up tilt is a very good move. It's like pretty fast. Frame 5, Jesus Christ. It's a kill move that also lingers and hits up, that is invincible. It's not super big, but it is very strong, and it is one of the horizontal kill up tilts, which in my opinion is very important, because it just allows you to use it in an interesting way. Well, like a lot of people are going to like up tilt and then be juggled. Like a lot of moves do that, but how many put you off stage that are an up tilt? It obviously has the armor, but again, that's like a K. Rool thing, so I don't know if I'm including that. But it's also an arm intangible. I don't think it's crazy good, but it's good. Ooh, Diddy Kong. I think Diddy Kong up tilt is just a better version of Greninja up tilt. So Greninja's up tilt is frame 9, Diddy's is frame 6. It's also safer. It's a combo move at low percents and then also a kill move. So it's like really fucking good. And the thing is, again, it's so fast, because again, up tilt is 32 total frames, Diddy's is 29. That 3 frames does make a difference for the type of move it is, because it's like, I'm gonna anti-air you. Oh, you air dodge, dash attack. Kirby up tilt's kind of fucked up. The way I consider Kirby is literally, Kirby's stats are terrible, but their moveset is fucked up. Like, Kirby is actually has so many good moves. It's frame 4, it's -10 or -9 at the first hit, which means if you hit the front hit of it, it would be -5. So it's -5 at best. That's an anti-air because it's invincible. That's also a combo move until forever. The reason it's not a combo move is because Kirby's jumps are awful. It might be better than Falco's up tilt, because it should combos like down air. Frame 18, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it's hella plus. Anyone would be able to combo into it better than Kirby. It's intangible, it's fast. It's literally a better Fox up tilt. Damn, does Kirby have the second best up tilt in the game? Because it's easier to combo with Kirby's, because Falco's stops being easy because Falco's jumps are broken. Young Link. It combos at low percent, I think. You can do up tilt into back air as Young Link, but up tilt back air is really fast, so I don't know how many characters will be able to do that. So it's like, is it here? Sora. His up tilt is just like a way fucking better Palu up tilt, because it scoops on the floor, it lingers for a long time, and it hits lower in general, I'm pretty sure, and also it's a combo move. I don't think it's a high tier up tilt. I think it has a little bit too many flaws for it to be a better up tilt. Let me see. Because it has a body hitbox, which means it automatically hits lower. It's frame 8. It's not a kill move, it's a combo move, and it's combos like for a decent amount of time, and it's a good anti-air, because it lingers. I don't think it's higher than mid tier. Mewtwo's up tilt is really weird to consider, because I don't understand the tail hit, or not the tail hitbox, the weak hitbox enough. The one that drags in. Is that just like the really close up tilt? I don't know. Up tilt is a frame 8, minus 15. It hits behind him. It's a kill move. It's also a combo move if you know how to use it, which I don't. But I don't need to know every character to value it as good. So because of that, I'm going to say it's this good. Dr. Mario. I think Doc's up tilt is better than Mario's. It's on Doc, so it sucks. But I think it actually hits lower too. I'm just gonna put it at the same spot as Mario's. I think this ends up becoming a kill move. Yeah, I don't wanna think about it that hard. Mega Man's up tilt is somewhere in high tier because it's so strong. It's like it's a really bad Snake up tilt because it is so goddamn strong on frame 6, but it is minus a billion, but it's invincible. So it's a Shoryu before Shoryu sort of thing. It's like the second strongest up tilt in the game. Because I've said, like, Samus's is really strong and Ganon's is really strong. But, like, Mega Man's is stronger than Samus's. So it's the second strongest up tilt, probably. You would need a move to combo into it, or it has to be, like, parry up tilt. But that's enough that, like, it's high tier. Rob's up tilt is top tier. It's crazy. It's such a good move. It is good at all percents. Like, Rob's jumps are pretty good, so it doesn't combo quite as well as it seems like it would on other characters. But it's frame 4. It combos into itself at low percents. It combos into itself at high percents by accident when you only get the out hitbox. It's good, but it's not super broken. Like, I think Isabel's is still better. So yeah, when it doesn't work, it's good because it combos into itself. When it does work, it combos for quite a while. Maybe it's not the most lingering combo move, but it's like Diddy Kong, where it's just like, it's so good when it's good that it doesn't matter. And then this is also a kill move. Zero Suit. It's a kill move that is kind of mediocre. It's pretty bad. It's frame 3, which is crazy, so it's good as like a parry option, like Fox's. But like, other than that, like, it's clearly not a combo move. It's really minus. It's minus like a fuck ton. So it's literally good for killing someone if they whiffed, and also parry up tilt. And that's literally it. I would say it's like here, probably. Byleth's up tilt is mid tier. The reason it's not very good is Byleth is going to be one of the only characters that can actually combo off of it, because starting at like 30%, you can literally only combo into up B, and most characters would not be able to do anything about that. It's very okay. I mean, it's a sword up tilt, and it hits really low, and it's like decently safe, especially when you get the later hitboxes like -9. It's lacking in combo, and it's not super good for killing. Next up, Corrin. Corrin's up tilt is a combo up? No, it's not. I'm pretty sure you just do down tilt, up tilt, done. You can use it as an anti-air, but again, like, the thing is, I don't know how many of these you really want to use as anti-airs, considering every character has a fucking broken up air in this game. It lingers for like so long, which is good, but I think it's like worse Belmont up tilt. So I'm pretty sure it's like bad. Next up, we got Ice Climbers. So when I do Ice Climbers, I typically only do Popo. This up tilt is still insanely good with just Popo. Like, just Popo, it's still like here. It is one of Ice Climber's best moves. It's frame 8, but it's a constantly lingering hitbox that constantly has a body hitbox that combos for forever. Insanely good up tilt. It's one of the best combo up tilts in the game, but I'm only doing Popo, so it makes it lower. Constant disjoint too, super good. Kazuya. How fast is Electric? So Electric is frame 8, which means that up tilt, if you hit them on the ground, is at least +8. It's relatively safe. It's a kill move. It has full body invincibility, or sorry, upper body intangibility. If you hit someone on the ground, it's really good. The problem is, and the reason it's not going to be higher, is it's really bad in the air. The air hit literally does not even hit the second hit of it. If you hit someone in the air as an anti-air, you cannot combo it into the second hit. It literally doesn't combo. There's not enough hits done. So you have to be hitting people on the ground, which means that if you're not playing literally Kazuya or someone with a drag down nair, you aren't comboing them, which by the way means it's like here, because it only has one use, and that one use isn't going to be that good. On Kazuya, it's broken, but on other characters, it's not really that broken. Link. Link's up tilt is big and kill. Is it better than Byleth's? Yeah, it's better than Byleth's. It kills just so much earlier. It's pretty strong and fucking huge. Whoosh! It's huge! Speaking of the Links, Toon Link's up tilt is fucking absurd. Very plus. It combos into itself at low percent, it combos into up smash, it's pretty safe, it can be -7, which is insane. It's the fastest one of the up tilts, it's the most comboing of the up tilts of the Links. It's an insanely good move. It combos into up air at high percents, and again, Toon Link's jumps are slow. It's just good. It's so good. This up tilt is insane. It's literally, to me, a better version of Isabel's. except Isabelle's is bigger. I'm on my last two. The first one being Yoshi. So I actually think Yoshi's up tilt is really underrated. People just hate the fact that it doesn't have a forward hitbox, but like just learn to live without it. Because otherwise it's a fantastic anti-air that's a combo move. Granted, Yoshi is carried by amazing jumps, so I'm sure it would not be an up tilt, or sorry, it would not be as good on a lot of characters, but if you hit the back hit, it's -9, which is kind of crazy. I don't think it's like super broken, but it's like better than Greninja's. I love Yoshi up tilt. You just have to not do it in front of you. Super clearly, duh, the best up tilt in the game is Steve's. It is not a contest. There is quite literally a gap between Steve's up tilt and the rest of the cast. It's not comparable. I don't care that it breaks. I don't care anything. It is the safest up tilt by a significant margin. It can be -1 on the back hit. Diamond up tilt on the front last hitbox of up tilt is literally +2. On the back hit, it's -1. Wood, same thing. Active for 3 frames, it's literally frame 0. It's even on shield if you're hitting in front. It is also the best comboing up tilt in the game. It barely goes anywhere, which is fantastic for Steve. Like, when Steve can combo with it and he has the worst jumps in the game, that's a fucking problem. Also, it's jump cancelable and you can move with it, which you don't even need to. It's by far the best combo up tilt in the game. It combos into everything, and it's just it's some of the best shield pressure in the game. If you look at top players and you go, oh my god, why aren't they answering up tilt? It's because it's really, really stupidly good. The only answer to this move on shield is to either have a frame 3 or faster move, so you can just actually add a shield it, or you parry it. And that's all you can do. It's literally the argument I was having with Kirby, but better. It's just a better Kirby up tilt. And Kirby's up tilt and Falco's up tilt are the 2 and 3 up tilts in the game probably. And it's just better. It's strictly better in every single way. If any single character had this up tilt, you just go, okay, my entire game plan is avoiding up tilt. People do that for Falco, and Steve's is like way better. Like way better. I don't know why they made this move so safe. Like, it's literally a perfect move, but not even in a way that's like, oh, perfect and like not complainable. Like, no, there's no flaw. It's like perfect Cell. It doesn't have a flaw.
Pikachu, busted.